This video is brought to you by Card Kingdom, and while supplies last, if you mention Saffron Olive in your order notes, we'll hook you up with a free Saffron Olive sticker with any Card Kingdom order. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Budget Magic. So this week, we are heading to Modern to play a deck that I've been waiting to play ever since Core Set 2020 came out, and we're calling this one Hammer Time. Basically, Colossus Hammer combo, trying to get a hammer on a double strike creature, maybe as early as turn 2 to just kill our opponent out of nowhere on turn 2, on turn 3. So super fast, really unique take on a combo deck. And as you can see, $100 a paper, 14 ticks on Magic Online. So a really good price for a super sweet deck. A quick reminder before we break down Hammer Time for Modern. If you enjoyed this deck, and you enjoy Budget Magic in general, it would be so sweet of you if you could take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk Hammer Time, and probably the easiest way to break down this deck is kind of walk through the combo and what we're trying to do. So step 1 of the deck, the namesake card, Colossus Hammer, a 1 mana equipment that gives a creature +10/+10, however, it costs 8 to equip, and that's the problem. In Modern, you can't just play this, wait until turn 8, try to stick it on something. That's not going to work. So the trick to building around Colossus Hammer is finding ways to cheat it onto our creatures. So step 1, of course, draw our Colossus Hammer. Then we have our creatures that we're trying to get Colossus Hammer on. And for this, we have 3 different double strikers. Core Duelist, Boros Swiftblade, Swiftblade Vindicator. So the trick here is if we can get a Colossus Hammer on any of these creatures, thanks to double strike, we're going to have an 11/11 double striker, which means 1 unblocked attack, and our opponent just loses the game. 22 damage, and in theory, with the help of Core Duelist, we can have this attack on turn 2. Like, turn 1 Core Duelist, turn 2 get the hammer on our Core Duelist, win the game on turn 2. That's about as fast as it gets in Modern. Boros Swiftblade, Swiftblade Vindicator, a little bit slower, more of backup plans, although Vindicator, it is nice that it has Trample, because Chump Blockers is something that can keep our opponent alive, even once we have a hammer on a big creature. But Swiftblade Vindicator, thanks to the ability to trample over, means that our opponent just chump blocking with little creatures is off the table if we get our hammer on Vindicator. So Colossal Hammer on a double striker. To get the hammer on our double striker, we have 2 plans here, Sigarda's Aid and Magnetic Theft. They're actually really similar. They work like slightly differently mechanically, but essentially they're both 1 mana ways that we can get a hammer on a creature for free. So Sigarda's Aid lets us flash in ores and equipment, and then when equipment comes into play, we get to equip it for free. Magnetic Theft is just 1 mana, stick an equipment on a creature. So this means we have a nut draw, where turn 1 we play Core Duelist, turn 2, if we have Colossal Hammer in either Sigarda's Aid or Magnetic Thief, we just win the game. Hopefully, as long as our opponent doesn't have a blocker, but just Sigarda's Aid, cast Hammer, equip it for free, or if we have Magnetic Theft, we can Colossal Hammer, Magnetic Theft, put it on our Duelist for free. So that's kind of the next step of the deck. Then we have Open the Armory, which is essentially mostly more copies of Colossal Hammer. Our deck is very all in on the Colossal Hammer plan. Without a Colossal Hammer, we're playing a bunch of 1-power double strikers, which is unlikely to win a game of Modern, so we really want to make sure we always have Colossal Hammer. So Open the Armory finds Colossal Hammer, also could find any ore or equipment, so we have some backup plans as well. Filleer Husk, Ancestral Blade, these cards are pretty sweet because they're essentially creatures that we can tutor up with Open the Armory, and while we really want to get our hammer on a double striking creature, being able to stick a hammer on a Germ Token or an Ancestral Blade Soldier Token is still fine. We're still going to get a really quick, like 10, 11 powered creature. So there are ways that we can have creatures that are tutorable by Open the Armory. Then we have a couple of backup equipment. Swiftfoot Boots, Hexproof protects our creatures from removal. If we can get that on one of our double strike creatures and then put our hammer on it, we're safe from blowouts, from fatal pushes and lightning bolts. Basilic Scholar is kind of our hate against aggro. Against a deck like Burn, our opponent could theoretically like chump block with a Goblin Guide on our big double striking hammer creature and then just burn us out. Basilisk Scholar gains us huge chunk of life if we can get it on the creature that has double strike with our Colossal Hammer. Then we have On Thin Ice and Declaration and Stone, these are our removal spells. However, worth mentioning, On Thin Ice, actually even better in this deck than most because technically it's an aura. Even though it enchants a snow land, we can still tutor it up with Open the Armory. So it's kind of like a Path to Exile that we can find with Open the Armory. Declaration of Stone, our backup plan. Otherwise, Brave the Elements, a way to fizzle our opponent's removal spells. One of the risks of the deck is we do all this work to get a hammer on a creature. We get our Sigarda's Aid down, we get our creature down, we cast our hammer, we go to equip it, and our opponent's just like lightning bolt your one-powered creature, one toughness creature. And that kind of ruins everything. So Brave the Elements fizzles that because all of our creatures are technically white creatures, and it's a way we can get through chump blockers once we get our hammer on something if our opponent has all creatures of one color. Faithless Looting, just to add consistency, find our combo pieces. Mana base, pretty straightforward, 8 dual lands, a bunch of snow-covered basic lands. As far as our sideboard, Tormod's Crypt for Graveyard Hate, Crisp Exhaustion, something else we can tutor with Open the Armory, slows down like Storm-style combo decks, Arclight Phoenix decks if we can get it down quickly enough. Burrington Forge Tender, great against decks with red removal. Pro-red means we can go all in on it with our hammer if we want to. Plus, it protects our creatures from Anger the Gods lightning bolts. Face Shield is like a backup version of Brave the Elements, except it comes with the downside of only protecting a single thing. The upside is it protects any permanent, which means we can use this to protect after sideboarding, like our Colossal Hammer from some sort of artifact removal spell, which is a nice upside. Then we have Wear Tear to deal with opposing artifacts and enchantments, Pyroclasm to sweep away a board full of chump blockers. Yes, it's a little annoying that it can kill all of our creatures. However, if we can get the hammer on something and our opponent has like a bunch of Lingering Souls tokens or something, hopefully we can Pyroclasm them away, get in that attack, and win the game. And that is Hammer time for Modern, and that's our budget Magic deck for this week, and I am super excited to give this deck a shot, so let's get to the gameplay, see if Hammer time can actually work in Modern on a budget. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you all enjoy it, and I will talk to you soon. Alright, budget Magic time. We are trying to jank some fools out. Oh, this hand's not good. I guess we're going to 5 with Colossal Hammer. Wombo combo. Yeah, this hand, we have a creature, but we don't have a hammer. We don't have a way to equip a hammer. So it just kind of does nothing. So, yeah. Ooh, alright. This is better. Swift Blade to the bottom. Faithless Looting to the bottom. Yeah, let's land Duelist. This means if we draw Hammer this turn, we potentially have turn 2 kill. We'll see what our opponent's doing. They could kill our core Duelist, but we have the Sigarda's Aid. We have the Duelist on 1, so turn 2 kill potential? I mean, we'd have to top deck exactly Hammer, but Faithless Looting could help if we don't just draw it for next turn. Fingers crossed, no bolts, no pushes, no thought seizes, none of that stuff. How about tap land go? We take a nice tap land go here from our opponent. Mountain. Oh, Foundry's here. Okay, come on deck. Oh my god, it's the hammer. Well, they have a blocker, but right off the bat. Sigarda's Aid. Opponent can't chump block. Hammer time. Oh, I guess we should have attacked first and saw if our opponent didn't block. I think that's a slight. I was too excited that we top decked the 4 out of 55. Yes, please. Alright, opponent, can you beat an 11-11 double strike on turn 2? Attack. Yeah, we definitely should have attacked first to see if we could get the no blocks. Opponent blocks. I mean, I don't think our opponent can kill it. They might be able to chump block for a while, though. We could find a protection spell to finish it. We have a couple of Brave the Elements we could find. Fanatical Firebrand. Probably better known as Chump Blocker Part 2. Opponent passing. Alright, go to combat, attack. Opponent says WTF in the chat. Well, here we come. Opponent blocks. Yup. Yeah, I guess we just pass. Another Colossal Hammer is kind of interesting if we find another creature. I mean, I think this is going to get there eventually. Opponent bolts our face. Sure. Land. Bushwhacker. Chump Blocker Part 3. I guess we could also... Yeah, opponent, they realize they're not going to get there. Well, alright. That worked! Turn number 2! Off the top on the Moldavine, and I like this deck already. Burdened Forge Tender in, Pyroclasm in. Let's see, what can we cut against goblins? Declaration in Stone is good. On Thin Ice, probably necessary. I think what we do is we cut some... I think we cut some 2-drops. Since we're bringing in these Forge Tenders, which are not as fast of a clock, but with protection from red are a pretty guaranteed clock, we'll go down the Swiftfoot Boots, and maybe we should cut all. Maybe we should keep all Swiftblades. We saw Fanatical Firebrands, and Swiftblade, while Trample is nice, it does die to stuff. Well, that was spectacular. That's what we were hoping this deck would do. What else can we cut? We gotta cut one more of something. Let's go down one Brave the Elements. Run it like that. The only thing that could have made it better is if our opponent literally died, but that's still fine. This end would be okay if we had lands. It's not great though, so we will mulligan. Gotta take advantage of the London Mulligan rule. We have Open the Armory that can find Hammer. Magnetic Thief to equip it in Swiftblade, but with no lands, none of this really matters anyway. Ooh, okay. Well, we don't have a way to equip Hammer. I think we will put Duelist to the bottom. We do have Burrington Forge Tender, though, and we could definitely draw a way to equip it. Forge Tender should just be legitimately great here. Opponent combat gets it. What's on the top of our deck? It's a land. Yep, down to 18. Well, we untap. Ooh, okay, that is a way to equip it. Alright, well, I guess we backdoored our way into a turn 2 hammer anyway. This deck. We can also use Open the Armory to get removal. Opponent. Bushwhacker. Sure. That doesn't... I think we just win. We block, equip hammer. I guess they could have removal for the hammer. Opponent can't really attack effectively. Maybe they can. Top of our deck is Faithless Looting. Well, we will kill Bushwhacker. Drop to 15. Untap. Alright, let's try to jank them out. Let's go land and borrow Swiftblade. Pass the turn. Because in theory, the Swiftblade is going to be a one-shot kill. Stay on defense to block. And there is a chance that our opponent will have artifact removal now that we've sideboarded. Yeah, Open the Armory is kind of sweet because we can get On Thin Ice as removal as well. Well, this isn't quite as fast as Game 1, but it's still kind of working. This deck is so janky. In a beautiful sort of way. Opponent combat. No attacks. Do we go for it or do we keep waiting? Opponent has mana up. Artifact removal would not be a surprise. I'll play a land, play Colossal Hammer. I don't think we go for it yet. No attacks. Let's just run out Ancestral Blade. See if this maybe baits out artifact removal. We just want to make our hammer hit count because we potentially only have one shot at it. And we're not under that much pressure. Like, we're at 15. We have good blockers. So, other than the meme aspect, there isn't a good reason to rush. All right, kills our Swiftblade. Smash to smithereens our hammer. All right, yeah, down to 12. Well, there's the artifact removal we were afraid of. But we're still at 12. Our opponent only has 3 cards in hand. We can open the armory for another hammer. Opponent combat. Passes. On Thin Ice. Well, let's on Thin Ice. Get rid of Goblin Guide. Go to combat. Get in with our soldier. And yeah, I guess we just open the armory. And yeah, take another hammer. Hammer time continues. Alright, opponent. Here we go. Opponent untaps. Foundry Street Denizen. And there's a Bushwhacker. Yup. Well, his Forge Tender's been awesome. Opponent. Yeah, gonna get in. Well, we will block. Drop to 10. So we can hit our opponent for almost, but not quite lethal. Ooh, Core Duelist. Well, play the hammer. Equip the hammer. Get in for 12. Opponent down to 5. Play Core Duelist. Pass the turn. Yeah, we can't actually make Magnetic Theft out of Forge Tender. That's a bit of a non-bow. Ramadan Bruins. Can our opponent kill the hammer? Goblin grenades us to 5, sure. And passes? And hammer time gonna get it done? Oh, and a Brave the Out. Well, that definitely gets it done. Alright, go to combat. Attack. Oh, they have another smash. Well, that doesn't get it done. We drop to 2. Opponent goes to 1. Oh, no. Oh, no. Pass the turn. Oh. Oh, boy. And that's a land for Ramadan Druids, and we're dead. Whoa! Okay. So I think there might have been a punt there. I think what we should have done is moved Ancestral Blade over to the other to the Duelist, and then we would have had lethal through our opponent having another smash. Oh boy. Alright, I guess that's on me. Well, we get to play first. We get to mulligan, like usual. Alright, we will keep. I mean, this hand looks pretty good. We will put Snow-Covered Mountain to the bottom. Well, land and Duelist. Pass the turn. Mountain for our opponent. And Bomat Courier. Yup. Does our opponent attack? They have Gut Shot? That would be insane. Gets in. Yeah. Alright, down to 19. Well, let us see. We play Snow-Covered Plains. We play Sigarda's Aid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do we play around Gut Shot, or do we just try to win? Like, Gut Shot in the sideboard is a thing our opponent could have. Oh, we gotta go for it. We gotta go for it. Hammer. I mean, if you got a Gut Shot, then I guess hats off. If not, we got a turn 2 kill. Equip it. Yes, please. Game! Turn 2! Turn 2 on a budget! And, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Living the dream with Hammer Time. Oh, boy. This deck. All right. That was sweet. Turn 2 kill on a budget. Oh. All right. Well, this deck works even better than I imagined thanks to London Mulligan. So that's kind of a nice bonus. Yeah. Well, take that 8-whack. Sweet, sweet. All right. Budget magic time. It is Hammer Time. Hammer Time in Modern. And I guess we put Basilisk Collar to the bottom. So we don't have a hammer. That's what we're mainly missing. Chivalry for our opponent, sleight of hand. Well, we're going to need a fast kill. I assume our opponent's storming, it looks like. So we're going to need to find a hammer. Plains, Duelist. I mean, if we just top deck hammer, we do have the combo. We have a Magnetic Theft, so opponent, Mountain, and passes. Well, go to combat. Get in with the Duelist. Hit our opponent. Play Swiftblade Vindicator. Opponent has Remand. Still think they're probably storming. I guess it could be Arclight. Although Chivalry is more of a storm card than a Arclight card. Manamorphous. Island. Ops. And Ops. Well, this would be the hammer turn. We're not dead and our opponent's tapped down. If we draw hammer, we just win. It's as simple as that. Unfortunately, Open the Vaults, or Open the Armory doesn't quite do it. We're a mana short from tutoring and playing it. So that's not an immediate out. Come on, hammer. Come on, hammer. Oh my god, we got it. All right, Colossal Hammer. Hey, Magnetic Theft. Got him! Oh, I got him! Don't tap out against a storm. And that is 22 points of damage. Okay. And, yeah, got him. Oh, that was a timely top deck. All right. And, yeah, on to game 2. So, Curse of Exhaustion in... Oh, man, this deck. Curse of Exhaustion. I think we go Face Shields over Brave the Elements. Go down the boots. Das Boots. Go down Ancestral Blade, Declaration in Stones for Tormod's Crypts. And alright, let's go down one Swift Blade. Right like that. Well, that's what the deck can do. You draw the hammer, you kill people. Oh, this deck is sweet. Oh, this is a lot of lands. We have Sigarda's Aid Vindicator. So in theory, if we draw hammer, yeah, we're going to ship it. Oh boy, into the zero lander. Okay, gonna keep going. Well, alright. Is it alright? One land. We're on the draw. It is slow. We're already at 5, though. Yeah, I guess we gotta keep. Put Curse to the bottom and Magnetic Theft to the bottom. Alright, well, we need lands, primarily. Spire Bluff Canal. Well, that is a land. Battlefield Forge, Sigarda's Aid. Pass the turn. Opponent opts. Spire Bluff. Opponent pass it. Well, play the land. Play Swiftblade Vindicator. Pass the turn. I mean, if we draw land and our opponent doesn't have anything, we could win. Now, go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Down to 18. Open the armory. Take a hammer. Pass the turn. Alright, opponent. What do you got? Are we dead? Can you kill our Vindicator? Opponent's passing. Protection would be sweet. Well, play Tormod's Crypt. Oh, do we go for it? Well, go to combat. Attack. Let's Filleer Husk. Equip it. Oh boy. No! Oh, Living Weapon. We did that backwards. I mean, this is what we came here to do. If you got an answer, you got an answer. Alright, there's the bolt. Sure. This does mean we get to make a big germ. Pass the turn. So I guess that kind of worked out in a weird way. Alright, opponent, can you kill us? We don't get to win this turn. Manamorphose. And we do have Graveyard Hate, so we're in this. We need 2 attacks with the germ. Opponent. Well, alright. Echoing Truth, the germ. Well, that slows us down quite a bit. Play Vindicator. Pass the turn. Drawing another hammer is actually sweet. If our opponent thinks they're safe now and taps out, that is a way we can jank them out. Manamorphose. Blue-red. Electromancer. Oh my god! Oh my god, we got him! Oh my god, pass the turn. Whoo! Alright. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent. No blocks. Hammer time. Equip it. Game! Taking down Storm with hammer time! Through the disruption! Oh, maybe this deck is actually sweet. With London Mulligans, we hit our combo surprisingly consistently. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's actually working. Okay. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh, the stack. Huh. Alright. Budget magic time. We are playing hammer time. Da-da-da-da-da-da. In Modern. And this hand, we're going to keep it. In theory, it's a turn 3 potential win. Not our fastest draw, and we can be disrupted. And if they kill our creature, we don't really have a backup, but we're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. 4 lands is a lot. We could use like a Faithless Looting. Well, alright. Battlefield Forge. Sigarda's Aid. Well, Sigarda's Aid is a weird enough card that I assume our opponent is going to be scared of it. Temple of Triumph. So it could be some sort of prison-y style deck. Another Temple of Triumph. Like red-white prison or something. Chalice of the Void would be brutal. We don't really have an easy way of beating. I mean, I guess we can just beat down with jank, but in general, we don't have an easy way of beating Chalice of the Void. Simian Spirit Guide. Oh no, is this actually Chalice of the Void? It is actually. Okay. Okay. Well, we're doing it the old-fashioned way. We have answers post-sideboard, but for the time being, we're beaten down with Swift Blades. Pass the turn. Oh, boy. That Chalice of the Void ruined our day. That also shuts down our Faithless Looting, which is annoying. Yeah, this might go poorly. Oh, Chalice of the Void. It's really good at janking people out. Gideon. Ugh. Alright. Tags up on Swiftblade. Opponent passes. Well, play a Mountain. Play Swiftblade. What is our reasonable plan for winning from here? Our deck is primarily 1 mana. Field of Ruin. It's not a real issue. Alright, kills a Swiftblade. Fires up Gideon. Goes attacking. Down to 14. Ugh. More stuff we can't cast. Yeah, this Chalice is really good against us. Hey, Gideon. Play a land, pass the turn. Yield of Guin, part 2. Fires up Gideon. Gideon's for 2. Ah, down to 10. Huh, what can we even cast? I don't even know what we're hoping to draw here. More lands. Well, not really more lands. Attack Gideon. The good news is... Oh, dear. Alright, and yeah. We just don't have enough stuff that we can cast through this Chalice to actually have a realistic shot here. So, bring in the Wear Tears. Bring in Burrington Forge Tender. Go down. Declaration in Stone. On Thin Ice for the most part. And... I guess we go down Flare Husk. Huh, alright. Well, yeah. Please no Chalice. Anything but that. The good news is we're going to be on the play, so if we have our nut draw, our opponent can't really play 1 mana stuff. Alright, well this is not a nut draw, but it's pretty decent. Battlefield Forge. Forge Tender. Pass the turn. Opponent. The bad news is we can't Magnetic Theft onto Forge Tender. Bit of a non-bow. Scryland for our opponent. And passes. Well, play Snow-Covered Mountain. Play Swiftblade. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. Down to 19. No Chalice. No Chalice. No Chalice. Arid Mesa. Oh boy. Cracks it. I feel a Chalice coming on. Plains. Ooh, no Chalice? No Chalice. Okay. Well, go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Down to 15. And yeah, let's open the armory. And it is officially hammer time. Pass the turn. Well, this is a big turn. Opponent has a Plains. And Ghostly Prison. Yup. Well, that's annoying. Opponent passes. Ooh, Wear Tear. That's not bad. Well, let's Faithless Looting. Discard Faithless Looting, open the armory. Play Colossal Hammer. No attacks. Okay. We might have the win through protection. A Wrath would be bad. Sacred Foundry. Untapped. Yeah, like literal Wrath of God's pretty bad. Anger of the Gods. Well, Forge Tender. Fizzle it. Opponent. Passing. Oh, I think we have it. They shouldn't have a 1-mana play. Well, let's tear Ghostly Prison. Go to combat. Attack. And, I mean, we're going to go for it. Equip you? They could have, like, Simian Spirit Guide Lightning Helix. All right. Game? Jacob out! Okay, no Chalice, and that went much better. That was good. Whew. Okay. Actually, let's... Yeah, I think Brave the Elements is fine. I was wondering if we should bring in Faith Shield, because it can protect our equipment. Maybe we should. Like, Brave the Elements protects us from sweepers like Anger the Gods. Better than Face Shield, but Face Shield can protect our equipment. Maybe we can go down Basilisk Collar. Basilisk Collar doesn't seem that helpful in leaving a Brave the Elements. All right, run it like that. Well, we're on the draw for Game 3, which, a little sketchy, but you never know. This hand, all right, I mean, we'll keep it. Opponent. This hand is not super explosive, but we're leaning on, wow, opponent passes. Interesting. Well, Inspiring Vantage, Forge Tender. What is our opponent doing? Maybe our opponent didn't realize they were playing first? That was odd. Arid Mesa. Cracks it. Sacred Foundry. Untapped. And passes. Well, there's a Vindicator. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Play Inspiring Vantage. Play Duelist. Pass the turn. Could use some equipment. Opponent untaps. Tap land. scries. Well, hammer time would be pretty nice here. We need a hammer, and we need a way to equip it, though. So we're going to need some really good draws. We do have Faithless Looting to potentially help, though. Opponent passes. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Give us this win. There's Sigarda's Aid. Okay. Faithless Looting. Hammer. Hammer time. Oh, that's a hammer. That's a hammer, and that should be the game. Discard the Vindicators. Snow-Covered Plains. Sigarda's Aid. Combat. Attack. And... Oh, got him! Oh boy. Okay, and a nice try, opponent. Hammer time comes through again. Whew! Oh man, I love this deck. Oh, this is a good one. I am so happy. Stop, collaborate, and listen. That's what I gotta say. On to the next one. All right. We're playing some Hammer Time in Modern, and ooh, we have all of one combo piece. We're gonna have to ship this. Gotta take advantage of those London malls. Ooh. All right. Well, this is a keep. We will put, Colossal Hammer to the, Let's go on Thin Ice to the bottom. So we have the hammer, we have Sigarda's Aid. We need creatures. That's what we need, is a creature to equip. We do have 2 Faithless Lootings to help find it, though. Well, Battlefield Fjorge, and, yeah, Sigarda's Aid. You. Alright, opponent, what are you up to? What are you up to, opponent? Opponent, untaps. Inspiring Vantage. Swift Spear. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Opponent gets in, hits us. Down to 18. Well, Faithless Looting. There's a creature, but now we need mana to cast it. Ugh. Discard, discard. Yikes, that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, opponent untaps. Yeah, burn can deal a lot of damage. Lava Spike. Yeah, down to 14. And I don't think we can just run out our creature, else it dies to a lightning bolt. There's a land. Ooh, how risky are we? How risky are we? Can we win if we don't run it out? Do we just have to hope they don't have a bolt? We might. Oh, one more land would be so much better. Let's looting. I think we got to try to be careful. Discard hammer. Discard duelist. Pass the turn. So next turn we can equip if we're alive. Opponent. Lava Spike. All right, we're getting low on life, that's for sure. Down to 9. Down to 8, down to 7. Yeah. Well, we get to untap. Play Inspiring Vantage. Swift Blade Vindicator. How greedy can we be? This is a weird spot. So if we play Hammer now, we guarantee that we're going to do it. With us discarding the Hammer, our opponent's got to assume that we have another one. So the odds of us actually getting them by surprise is low. The problem is, so if we pass, sure we can flash it in, but if our opponent just leaves their mana up with a lightning bolt, then we're in this weird position where we might not ever be able to equip. Now that we're equipped, though, we basically have protection from all of our opponent's burn, and opponent's in permanent chump block mode. Opponent draws a land. That is scary. 2 mana burn online. A protection spell would potentially win us the game. Opponent cracks. Sacred Foundry. Untapped. And Searing Blaze. Yeah. So we drop to 4. Opponent. The other thing that would be great would be Basilisk Collar. Flayer Husk. We can't take... Alright, so play Battlefield Forge. We don't want to take any damage and go to 3. Looting. We want to Brave the Elements. That's what we need. Discard, discard. Alright, well, now we hope our opponent doesn't have Boros Charm or Double Bolts. Ugh, so close. Are we dead? If we get our Basilisk Collar and gain 11, then we're set. Can we fade a turn? Eidolon. Ooh. Oh. That actually is bad. We draw land. Wow, that actually beats us. We take two, we take two. Huh. Yeah, I think our opponent has the exact combination of cards to jank us out here. Well, we were trying to jank them out, but I think they got us. The Eidolon, if they didn't have Eidolon, we could open the vault, Basilisk Collar, win. Yeah, opponent has Searing Blaze. Opponent. I mean, we're drawing live to exactly Brave the Elements. Oh, this is interesting. So, Snow-Covered Plains. On Thin Ice. Drop to 1. Get rid of Eidolon. This might do it. Open the Armory. Basilisk Collar. Play the Collar. Equip it. Yes, please. Oh, get in. Opponent's got a chump, but we gain 11. And opponent scoops it up. Oh, I thought they had us, but they didn't. The Basilisk Collar attack coming through. Oh my goodness gracious. And this deck is actually kind of working. Oh, this is the best. All right, so Burrington Forge Tender in, Face Shields in. Go down, Ancestral Blade. Go down the 2 Declaration in Stones. Go down the Swiftfoot Boots. And 1 Brave the Elements. And I think we just run it like that. Oh, I thought we were so dead, but we drew the right card. I forgot that killing the Eidolon, we were at enough life we could cast 1 spell. Eidolon, open the vaults, Basilisk counter, game. And Hammer Time is just crushing people. Even as I do Ice Ice Baby sounds, which those are 2 different songs. That's not actually Hammer Time. Hopefully none of you know that. All right. Ooh. We're gonna keep this. It's a little sketchy because we don't have white mana, but we have a Faithless Looting. Forge Tender is like one of our best cards, and we have Basilisk Collar to gain life. That's not white mana. Well, Snow-Covered Mountain, Looting. We do need to hit white mana. Ugh. Discard Vindicator, discard a Sagardazade. Pass the turn. Alright, that's not white mana. Opponent, untaps. Rift Bolt, coming down. Yeah. Down to 17. Bloodstained Mire. Goblin Guide. Ooh, give us that land. Gets in. White Source, please. Oh, another Snow-Covered Mountain. Okay, opponent passes. Not white mana, so Faithless Looting. We really need white mana. Well, discard Open the Armory. Discard Core Duelist. Yeah, alright, well, no white mana. I mean, this is purely a budget issue. Our mana base, it is skimpy. This is the kind of thing that wouldn't normally happen with a non-budget mana base, but yeah, what can you do? We just, no white sources in our top 14 cards so far. Opponent, combat, attacks. Uncastable thing on top. Yeah, alright. Pass the turn. Opponent cracks. Sacred Foundry. Well, I mean, that's one of the drawbacks of budget decks, is you don't get the perfect fetch land, shock land mana base, and we're kind of paying the price for it here. Goblin Guide. Well, there's white mana. The question is it just too slow? We drop to 11. Actually, it might not be too slow. We'll see. This Forge Tender is going to be helpful. Helix to 8. Well, Inspiring Vantage. Forge Tender. Pass the turn. Whew. Is it going to be fast enough? Opponent cracks. Sacred Foundry. Tapped. Well, we'll see. Opponent untaps. What do you got? Bloodstained Mire. Swift Spear. Opponent combat. Attacks. Top card is a Faithless Looting. Yeah, block. Goblin Guide. Opponent. Helix. Yeah. And Bolt. Well, we'll fizzle Helix. We drop to 5 to 2. Opponent cracks. Mountain. Looting. Well, let's Faithless Looting. Discard Open the Armory. Discard Swiftblade Vindicator. Snow-Covered Plains. Forge Tender. Sagardazade. Well, now we need our opponent to whiff. Come on, one time. One time with opponent, combat, attacks, attacks. Top card, land. We will block, and then we will Basilisk Collar. Equip. Stay at 2. Oh my god. Oh my god, is it happening? Is it happening? Colossal Hammer. Equip. Combat. Attack. And game! Oh my god, we got there! The streak continues! We whiffed on white mana and still took down Bird! This deck is killing it! It is killing it! Oh my goodness. Hammer time! Yeah. Huh. I don't know what to say. This deck is just literally killing it. Sweet. Alright. Budget Magic time. We are playing some Hammer time in Modern. And this hand... On the draw... We don't really have combo pieces. I think we mulligan. Alright. We'll keep this. Magnetic Theft to the bottom. I mean, this hand's not great either, but we have Sigarda's Aid and a creature, so all we really need is a hammer to have a shot. Tap land for our opponent passes. Hammer? Hammer time? Land. Alright, well, run out Sigarda's Aid. Pass the turn. Opponent. Polluted Delta cracks it. Thing in the Ice. Well, Snow-Covered Mountain. Open the Armory. Hammer. Pass the turn. Opponent. Passes. Hammer. No, play Swift Blade Vindicator. Opponent has the remand. Sure. Battlefield Forge. You. Sulfur Falls for our opponent. Passes. Well, play the land. Play Vindicator. Pass the turn. Well, that's Colossal Hammer. Equip. Yeah. Now we gotta let this go because of the Thing in the Ice. If we play the other hammer, then we don't have a way to equip. Opponent. Passing. Well, let's play the land. Get rid of Thing in the Ice. Opponent has Snapcaster. Transforming it shouldn't save it, though. I think our opponent thinks it'll save it, but I don't think it actually saves it. And Swiftblade Vindicator. And Colossal Hammer. And alright, opponent. Can you beat it? Can you beat it? That's the question. What do you say? What do you say? Opponent's passing. We draw. On thin ice. Well, go to combat. Opponent has Pestermite. Alright, so that keeps our opponent alive for a turn. Well, on thin ice. Get rid of the Pestermite. Opponent passing. Combat. Ugh, another one? Deceiver. Oh, opponent. Opponent, die! Just die! Alright. Deceiver Exarch. Eventually we're going to find Cryptic Mana and be able to bounce it. Steam Vents untapped. That looks like Cryptic Mana. Oh, brutal! Brutal, brutal, brutal. Opponent. Jace. Oh my god, Jace the Mind Sculptor. Oh. Well, we might have finally met our match. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Yeah, I mean, I guess infinite Pestermites is just ridiculously hard for us to beat. Opponent takes up Jace. Leaves probably a useless land on top. Alright, and that's game. Oh, we needed them not to have the Bolt in hand. The problem, like, we could have run out Hammer to protect from Bolt, but then they bounce with Jace, and then we don't have any hammers to equip. Huh. We might have got a little bit janked out there. We had the hand that we wanted, but our opponent managed to draw the right janky answers. We're going to go down the Boots, go down Ancestral Blade, and go down, I guess, Basilisk Collar. In this matchup, life gain doesn't seem super relevant. Bring in all of our protection stuff. I thought we had it. All right, we are on the play. We have the hammer, we have a creature, but no way to equip. I think we got a ship. All right, this is fine. We will keep. We'll put Snow-Covered Mountain to the bottom. Battlefield Forge and Forge Tender pass the turn. So we have protection, but we don't really have a clock to close out the game at this point. Scalding Tarn, opponent passing. So we need hammers and ways to equip hammers. Well, there's Sigarda's Aid. Go to combat. Get in with Forge Tender. Play Snow-Covered Mountain. Play Sigarda's Aid. Oh, do they really have Spell Pierce? Steam Vents. Oh, they do. Oh, boy. Oh, red mana. Okay. What's our opponent doing? I think maybe they didn't realize this had pro red. Okay, well, now we need a hammer. I guess Buried Forge Tender, not the most common card to see in Modern. All right, opponent passing. Hammer. Hammer. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. And, I mean, we're going to attempt to open the armory. All right. Colossal Hammer. Pass the turn. Okay, okay. Hammer achieved. Opponent ops. I mean, the bad news is Forge Tender is not quite lethal yet. The good news is we do have some protection. And we do have a hammer now. We assembled our combo again. We were missing 2 combo pieces, and we have both now. Opponent passing. Well, go to combat. Attack. Hammer. Ooh, they have a real counter? That's not good. Okay. Adds blue mana. Huh. Yes. I don't know what our opponent's doing with all this random tapping. Archmage's Charm. Well, that's what they're doing. Let's Brave the Elements, pro blue. Hit our opponent to 4, and alright, opponent, can you find a way to stay alive once again? The Pester Bites are annoying. Jason, oh, opponent scoops it up, we got there, okay. Huh, alright, we found a way, one more. Let's finish it off. Let's finish it off with a 5-0. Alright, run it back. Oh, come on. Alright, we'll keep this. We'll keep it. Forge Tender's good. We got protection. We got the hammer. We don't have a way to equip it yet, but hopefully we can find one. Opponent plays an island. Passes. Ugh, more Brave the Elements. Well, that's good stuff to discard. Forge Tender. Go. Opponent ops. So we're looking for Sigarda's Aid, Magnetic Theft, primarily. Opponent. Cascade Bluffs. And there's the thing in the ice. Faith's Shield. Well, let's Faithless Looting. Discard Brave the Elements. And Swift Blade Vindicator. Play Inspiring Vantage. Core Duelist. Pass the turn. Oh, we're close. Opponent, land. Passing. Oh, play Snow-Covered Plains. Faithless Looting. Discard. Pass the turn. Oh man, this is the turn cycle. What can our opponent do? Opponent. Snapcaster for opt. Oh man. Oh, this is pretty much it. Opponent cracks, gets a land. The 5-0 Dream on the line this turn cycle, essentially. Untaps. Counters can really blow us out. Opponent opts. Counter off Thing in the Ice. To the bottom. Untaps. Alright, opponent, what do you got? Flooded Strand. Cracks it. Island. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Game! I mean, unless they have Force Negation, this is game. Oh my goodness. They could have Force Negation. That's a legal card. Opponent. Passes. Well, Sigarda's Aid. Colossal Hammer. Equip it. Brave the Elements. Game! Hammer time with the 5-0! Oh, what a deck! What a match! Oh my goodness! Who would have thought? Okay. Well. Yeah. The deck was... I'm kind of at a loss for words. That's not normal, but I'm kind of at a loss for words. I thought it would be like a janky fun deck that maybe won sometimes, and we just kind of crush people. London Mulligan roll, huge deal for this deck, and we were able to assemble our combo really consistently. We got some turn 2 kills. Wow. I mean, for a $100 deck, it's a pretty scary and pretty legit. Huh. Well, yeah, living the dream. Sweet. So what do we learn this week about hammer time in Modern and Oh my god, the deck absolutely killed it. We played 5 matches, we won 5 matches with budget hammer time. We got turn 2 kills, we got turn 3 kills, we fought 3 removal. It was a super impressive performance. And before we talk about the matchups and whatnot, the thing that was most impressive, and I hadn't even really considered this when I was building the deck, is this is a deck that really benefits from London mulligans. We mulligan with this deck very aggressively because we're essentially like a 3-piece combo deck where we need a creature, we need a way to put our hammer on something, we need our hammer, and thanks to the London mulligan, we're mulliganing to 6, mulliganing to 5, but finding good hands off of that. And we had a couple of turn 2 kills, a lot of like turn 3 kills. The deck was legitimately scary, and that was with like budget mana base that was sometimes problematic. So I was amazingly impressed with how effective the hammer time plan was. As far as our matchups, we beat 8-Whack, we beat Storm, we beat a Boros prison deck with a bunch of removal and Chalice of the Void, we beat a Burn deck, which Burn has like a million answers to our creatures, we beat a blue-red Kiki deck. So we just took down decks of all varieties, more controlling decks, more aggro-y decks, some combo decks, decks with lots of removal, decks with little removal, and hammer time had an answer for all of them. It was able to just do its thing and not care. So yeah, this might actually be a somewhat competitive deck in the modern format. I mean, especially for budget decks, whenever you can have a $100 deck that can literally win the game on turn 2 and takes advantage of the new mulligan rule, definitely a sweet budget option. There's not too many budget decks that can consistently win on turn 2, and the deck is just so fast that it puts our opponent to the test so quickly that it's very hard for a lot of opponents to keep up, especially in the dark. When our opponent doesn't know what we're doing, they don't necessarily leave up their removal all the time, and it only takes that one turn. Our opponent goes shields down for one turn, and we just get them. Also, our sideboard cards were super key. Burrington Forge Tender was a great way to protect our team from removal or just a threat in a lot of our matchups. So overall, Hammer Time felt really sweet. I think the deck can be improved around the edges, although really, I think a non-budget version of this deck is actually pretty similar to what we're playing right now, with upgrades to like the mana base and the sideboard primarily, but the core of the deck, the double sight creatures, the ability to put our hammer on things, the hammer itself, a lot of those cards are going to stick around for the non-budget build as well, but you mostly gain things by having more consistent mana. We had some games where we like didn't hit white mana for a bunch of turns. We still ended up winning them somehow, but that was a problem in some games. But overall, Hammer Time, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. The deck was awesome. It was great. It was way better than I thought. Going into this, I thought, okay, we're going to play the Hammer deck. It's going to be fun. Like, maybe we'll win some games. Hopefully we kill someone on turn 2 once and people will like it. I did not expect that we were just going to go 5-0 and absolutely just stomp a bunch of really good modern decks into the ground, but that's what happened. Apparently Colossus Hammer combined with ways to equip it for free and double strike creatures, pretty legitimate in the modern format. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. The deck was awesome. It was sweet. It was fun. It was unique. It kills quickly. Everything you could possibly want for a budget modern deck. So that's been our budget magic for this week. Hammer Time for Modern. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.